I watched Black Magic M-66 a while ago, a 1987 Japanese cyberpunk OVA directed by Hiroyuki Kitakubo. It is one of those films that seems simple on the surface, yet leaves behind a surprisingly deep understanding of humanity's relationship with technology, control, and unintended consequences. Today, I'd like to explore and share my thoughts on this beautiful piece of art. There are movies that overwhelm you with scale, and then there are movies like Black Magic M-66, which take a single idea and pursue it with relentless determination. The story begins with a military transport helicopter carrying two secret weapons, M-66 battle androids. They are not fully programmed. They are not fully understood, yet they are already being moved like cargo, as if human beings have mastered the forces they have created. Then comes disaster. A turbine explodes. The helicopter falls from the sky and crashes into a remote forest. The androids survive, their containment pods rupture. And suddenly, somewhere between the wilderness and the city, two machines awaken with a mission. What fascinates me is how quickly human confidence evaporates. Moments before the crash, these machines belong to the military. They are assets, projects, property. But once they enter the world, they become something else entirely. They become consequences. The target is Ferris, the granddaughter of the very man who designed them. That idea has always stayed with me. The creator becomes threatened by his own creation, not through malice, not through rebellion, not because the machines have become evil. They are simply following instructions, and perhaps that is what makes them so terrifying. The M-66s do not hate, they do not rage, they do not seek revenge. They move through the landscape with the cold certainty of a law of nature. Like a flood descending a canyon or a wildfire moving through dry grass, they simply continue forward. Meanwhile, the military mobilizes, special operations teams establish cordons, traps are prepared, strategies are devised. Yet every effort feels like humanity trying to place a fence around a storm. At the center of all this chaos is Cybo, a freelance journalist chasing a story, and I think that is one of the film's most brilliant decisions. While soldiers, scientists, and machines wage their conflict, Cybo represents ordinary human courage. She has no advanced weapons, no authority, no secret knowledge. What she possesses is curiosity, determination, and a refusal to look away. Watching her run through collapsing situations, trying desperately to stay ahead of events, I found myself caring less about the machines and more about the fragile human lives caught in their path. What makes Black Magic M-66 endure is not its action scenes, though they remain impressive. It is not even its cyberpunk aesthetics, though they still feel remarkably modern. It is the film's quiet warning: human beings are endlessly inventive. We build systems, technologies, weapons, and networks. We convince ourselves that because we created them, we control them. But history often suggests otherwise. Sometimes our creations simply continue along the path we set for them, indifferent to our intentions. In many ways, Black Magic M-66 feels like a mechanical ghost story. A tale about human ambition wandering beyond the limits of human wisdom. And nearly 4 decades later, in an age increasingly shaped by automation and artificial intelligence, that warning feels more relevant than ever. What are your thoughts on this? Please share with us. And until then, have a good day and see you next time.